Good evening, and welcome to my usual campaign this week would be Nobody Gnomes My Sorrow, which is a group of gnomes who've been kicked out of their home, and they are fighting their way back home to reclaim their cavern. Let's meet the group. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm there.
Oh, there we go. It worked that time. Okay, so where we left the party having split up to go their various ways to access the mine. But as half of our party's not here this week, I figured we'd do something a little bit different. And several days beforehand, before you woke up, captured by the goblins, you'd encountered a strange creature in a frozen wasteland realm. After you'd escaped, you made your way through and past a tunnel that had been blocked off. As you were waiting, you saw a shape move past. That evening, shortly while you were resting, before you woke up, prisoners of the goblins, the three of you wake up, and the room you'd been sleeping in is eerily quiet. There doesn't seem to be any noise coming from anywhere. There doesn't seem to be any movement. The light from the fire, you can see it, but it's extremely dim and it's not giving off any light.
So is there anything weird around that I can see with my dark vision?
Make a perception check. You notice that there's three shapes on the other side of the cavern. One of Foxy, one of Nazir, and a shape slightly resembling Knob. But they appear to be still. There doesn't appear to be any movement coming from these mounds. Other than that, there's not really a lot else you can see. But you do notice in the distance there's a rumbling.
Can I go and investigate the mounds to see if they are actually them or alive or?
Yeah, you go over there. You look at it. You look at the mounds. Roll an investigation.
You know, we brought dice trays, so you can roll your dice in them, not on the keyboard.
15.
Yeah, you roll it back, and there's definitely three gnomes sleeping soundly. Doesn't appear to be anything disturbing them. There doesn't appear to be any movement coming from them either. It just appears to be as if everything is silent and still.
Are they breathing or?
As best you could tell.
So we're in a cell.
No. It doesn't appear that you're in a cell. It just appears that you are in a cavern resting.
Oh. So we could leave the cavern.
Yep, you go up. You walk to the entrance.
Anything interesting?
Make a perception check.
2.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Rocks! And more rocks!
It's really quite dark. you're struggling to make things out. You stumble a couple of times, falling over rocks
I do
as you
have
go.
dark vision. I shouldn't be falling over, but clearly I've half
It,
asleep.
it's almost as if the darkness is
Too dark.
too dark for you to see through. Even Kullig's struggling with his dark vision.
Oh. Maybe we need a torch.
You go to your pack. You take out a torch.
I'm thinking at the minute.
Mitch, is there anything you want to try?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to try?
I'd like to try and light a torch.
Okay. You fumble in your bag, take out a torch, light a torch. The light coming off the torch is dim. It's not particularly bright.
Baby. Are there any loose rocks around?
You walk around. You find a couple of loose rocks on the floor. Pick them up.
Can I put a spark of magic into said rock for shed light?
Yeah. You do that. The light is quite dim. It's now a glowing rock, but it's not very bright.
That's fine. I just fancied a glowing rock.
Kullig, you want to try anything else?
I'm going to hold up my piece of mirror to somebody's face to see if they are breathing or not.
You hold the mirror up. Nothing happens.
Do you want some light so you can actually see?
I prod one of them.
Kick knob.
The mound stays still and sleeping as it is.
Can I cast detect magic?
Yeah. You sit down for a moment. Cast your ritual.
Yeah, someone has a glowing rock. Ta-da!
It's strange. You can't, other than the magic that you have already got around you and all the equipment that you use and all the rest of it, you're not detecting any magic. Oh, that's a lot of paper. Just want one page.
Shall we see what's outside of the room then?
I tried. There were rocks this way and rocks that way.
Did you do more than just look?
No, I couldn't see anything.
As you make your way towards the exit to the
My rocks glow.
as you make your way towards the exit of the room, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us or just Kullig?
Just Kullig, he's the one that went first.
16.
The ground sort of shifts beneath your feet. You manage to catch yourself before anything untoward happens, like you fall over. There's no noise. You just feel it beneath your feet as the room moves slightly, just around where you're standing.
Then there's no magic around that my detect magic's picking up.
No, it's not detecting any kind of magic at all.
So I shall go out and is there anything in the corridor outside at all?
You look up and down the corridor. The darkness is consuming on both sides. You can see maybe 15 feet before solid darkness takes over. And your dark vision is 120 feet. It's really weird for you to only be able to see such a short amount.
Like normal people. Don't give me that look.
Can I have your glowing what?
No. You're giving me evil look.
Please.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to investigate.
You're going to throw it away, aren't you?
You can go and collect it.
Yes.
Okay. On my raft.
So I take the glowing rock and I throw it down one lane of the.
The darkness, it glows after your 15 feet of vision. You can still see it, but it's not giving off any light, and it just fades away into the distance. You can see the speck of light in the distance, but it's not giving enough light for you to be able to see anything.
I don't know what this is. It's not magic.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe it's just nighttime.
Are you sure?
I'm sure there is no magic around apart from what we brought with us.
That's. You think?
Is there anything else you guys want to try?
Well, we either need to go right or left. Or go sit down with Nob and the others.
Yeah, they're not breathing.
Right or left?
Do they have anything interesting on them?
I need you all to make dexterity saving throws. 'Cause I'm assuming you're all close together.
Ah, crap.
That's what.
It makes me feel better.
Ooh,
5.
dear.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Roll them better.
Nala, you and Mitch watch as Kullig vanishes from the
Yeah.
space that was standing next to you.
Crap!
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Don't
Well, like, where you
move.
gone?
Whatever you do, don't move.
There's something you eat today.
Chicken leg. Hello.
You can't hear them.
Oops.
I can feel a weird flicking on my knee.
You look down.
There's nothing there.
Didn't do it.
There's nothing there. You look down and there's nothing there.
Hmm.
Is there a hole where he was?
There is a hole.
Can I make another glowy rock and throw it down the hole?
You make a hole. You make a glowing rock. You drop it, and for about 10 feet, where he was standing, there is a hole in it. The rock just drops, and the glow continues down, but there's no sign of him.
You find the glowy rock.
Does a glowy rock hit me on the head?
You don't know?
It hasn't landed yet. Neither
Still
of you.
going.
Was that hole there before?
You didn't notice the hole there before. It's exactly where Kulig was standing.
So if it was where he was standing, it just appeared and he dropped.
Seems that way.
Can we walk around the hole?
Yeah, you make your way around the hole.
Oh, Kulik committed. Jumped off.
There's just a hole that descends down.
So right or left? Or are we going to stay and try and find Kulik?
Am I falling?
No.
How much have you got?
Are you floating?
I'm not falling.
Hmm.
How much rope have I got?
I got plenty. How much rope?
Rope. Oh, sorry. I got distracted then. I was thinking of Kulik floating in a hole. 50 feet.
Why would he float in a hole?
I don't know.
Oh, you got 50 feet of rope.
Why have I got 50 feet of rope? Because I like rope.
No. No, well, I think I've got 50 feet of rope as well.
Ah, standard explorers equipment.
Yeah, 50 feet of rope. So
And
that's 100
any
feet
of
of
it.
rope if we tie them both together.
10-foot pole.
No, it's probably closer to 95.
Do you want to put a glowy rock on the end of put a glowy rock on the end of the rope and lower the rope down?
Can both of you make perception checks?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, how many rocks have I made? Just two.
You can get rid of one at will.
Perception. 11.
Mitch?
Sorry. 12.
Yeah, you notice that the ground is moving again. But you're not quite sure why.
How is the ground moving?
It seems to be moving. It seems to be vibrating, as if there's something under the ground.
Big worm? Didn't we fight one of those earlier?
What, purple worm?
Yeah.
No, we
I
ran
need
away
you
from one of
to-
those.
I need
yeah.
you to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh. 14.
Saving throw plus 2. 15.
Okay. Mitch, all of a sudden, you're by yourself.
Ah!
Nala's. Neren's
Is there
gone.
another hole?
The hole seems to have gotten slightly bigger.
This isn't fair.
So
sod this. Jump in the hole.
you're jumping in the hole. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I'm not being left behind.
Yeah, make another
What?
one.
I'm back.
17.
Okay, you land on something warm and squishy beneath your feet.
Hello, colleague.
I need you to take 18 points of acid damage.
Ow! Right. 18 points of acid damage. Okie dokie. Come on, computer. Flipping thing.
And I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Both of us.
Okay. 14.
You all wake up. A cold sweat on your brows. Mitch, your damage is restored back to what you had previous. But you're all in a cold. You all wake up in a cold sweat.
Oh, okay. We just had a bad dream.
Together.
Ooh. Oh.
Are you awake, colleague?
No.
Good. At least you're still alive. Did you fall
You-
down the hole?
You look around. The flame from the fire is flickering. There's a grey light cast over the cavern. The three mounds in their bedroll appear to be moving, and it's just you guys awake. Everyone else seems to be sleeping.
Can I go over and kick Nog to see if he's awake?
You go over there and you kick the. You look at each of the other ones. You see that Nazir's hair is poking out the top of one of the bags, so you know that's Nazir. You can see the other one. There's part of the outfit that Foxy wears. So the last remaining mound must be Nob. So you give him a good swift kick, and he vanishes. But the mound is still there inside the bag.
He's gone invisible again.
Is
Don't
there
you
still
just hate
funky light?
invisibility like that?
Beg pardon?
Is there still funky light effects going on?
It's now grey, and you can see everything. You can see movement. You can see your full range of dark vision, 120 feet. Other than that, everything seems to be the way it was when you went to sleep.
I think we ate some bad cheese.
Can I go over and try and wake up one of the others?
Yeah, you go over there. You try and wake up Nazir, who opens her eyes. She looks up at you, shakes her head, pulls the cover back over herself, snuggles down, and appears to fall back to sleep almost straight away.
At least they're alive this time.
Can I do detect magic again?
Yeah.
Anything new?
There doesn't appear to be any kind of new magic sources around. It's just exactly the same as it was before. Your equipment, faint signs of there being magic used to light the fire, but other than that, it's pretty much as it was.
How long does it appear we have slept for?
Make an intelligence check, just straight intelligence.
Did we leave anyone on watch?
You were too tired. You just come out from fighting this creature in another dimension.
80.
Back. Maybe an hour or so. You haven't had a full night's sleep.
Coffee.
I lay down and try and go back.
As you put your head on the pillow feels strangely warm. Like warmer than it should, even after you've been up and walking around for 5-10 minutes.
So with my detect magic up, is there anything magical about my pillow?
No, it just seems to be warm.
I think I'm gonna try and make some coffee.
I turn my pillow over and go back to sleep.
The cold side. Okay, you lay your head back down. Try and fall back to sleep. Aaron, you're now up.
Alcohol solves all problems.
Mitch, you make a perception check.
Perception it is. That would be. Come on, perception. 9.
You dig through Nob's bag that's just sat right there. You find a bottle of some substance. You're not 100% sure what it is. You take it out. You open it up. You give it a good sniff. Take a drink.
Okay. Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
And that would be a straight 15.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a funny taste to it. It's not something you would normally drink. But you feel good. Feel a little sleepy.
Just as long as it's not absinthe, we'll be fine.
You're not seeing anything.
Could be a collection of bodily fluids. Won't put anything past Nob.
It could be anything.
That's gross.
It could be anything with regards to Nob.
Mm-hmm.
Make Kulik, make a perception check.
That would be 19.
Despite you trying to sleep, something causes you to look out through the entrance, and you see movement just outside the doorway to the cavern.
There's movement out the door.
I'll check in a minute. I'm making coffee.
can't have my drink. I already stole it.
I wouldn't want it. I have no idea what it is.
This is probably true.
Huh?
Okay, so
That's why I stole it.
the movement outside disappears into shadow, and then about 10-15 minutes later, all three of you hear the sound of what is possibly armor or something hitting rock just outside the door.
Someone's trying to sneak up on us and failing. Colleague, go have a look.
Sneak better.
Stronger than us. Go. Cleverer than us.
I shall go have a look, try and doing it stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
Six.
You struggle to get out of your bed. It kind of wraps itself around your waist a little bit, and you're fighting with it as you get. By the time you get to the door, into the doorway steps a band of what looks to be goblins, but slightly larger.
Hobgoblin? Or are they smaller?
Yeah, they are larger. Let's see, is that on target or? Need to check a spell a sec. So, how are they arrayed in front of me?
It's hard to tell. There seems to be quite a number. You can see three, and then behind them's a row of four, and you can see heads bobbing in the back.
Like Skittles.
Are they relatively in a line?
There's probably one or two that are in a line.
Okay, so I shall cast Agamazar's Scorcher as a third level spell down a 30-foot line, catching as many of them as I can.
Okay. What's the save?
It is a DC 16 dexterity save for half damage.
Baby, careful of claws.
Okay. So, roll for damage.
No, they're D6. D8 I need.
Can't you just roll the d6s and add 2?
No. Doesn't work like that. So.
So you're rolling 3.
28.
Okay.
I cast it as a high level.
So, you watch as four of these creatures off to the in line with your blast all cry out, their weapons clatter to the floor, but the space it takes a couple of moments for the creatures behind to step up. Roll for initiative.
I may have started the fight.
Oh crap!
I'm so not surprised. $13. Do I at least get to finish my cup of coffee?
Maybe.
10.
13.
Mitch.
5.
Okay. Just as you're lifting your mug of coffee up to your face, from just outside the door. Oh, that's not going to hit. An arrow flies through, pings off your cup, and skitters off into the distance. Second one.
What have you done now?
One of the creatures steps up towards you, Kulig, draws a sword and swipes it up. Oh, I've gone. Natural 20. What's the damage on that? Okay. Take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Nerin. The arrow's just pinged off your mug, skittered away.
Can I tell which one shot at me?
Yeah, if I'd have shot at you, it missed.
Yeah, but can I tell which one it was?
You look over there and you can see there's 3 or 4 hobgoblins, 3 with bows, 1 with a sword. They're all aimed in your general direction.
Can I? I'm going to fire. How far away are they?
They're about 40 feet away from where you are right now.
So my pistol.
Okay.
The middle archer.
Okay.
Uh, 21.
Excuse me. Yeah, 21 hits.
D10. Eight.
8 points
Piercing
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. So your shot catches him in the shoulder. He kind of stumbles a bit, and now tightens his grip on his bow as he tries to draw the string back. You've got another attack.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hit same person, same goblin.
Excuse me. Okay.
10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
13. 13 misses. So your second shot, you fire it. You were aiming for the same spot again. He kind of stumbles and it goes over his shoulder and into the dirt behind him. Kulig.
Okay. How far away is the furthest one from us?
From you,
Yeah.
the furthest one is probably maybe 10, 15 feet away.
Okay. How big is the corridor that they're in?
It's about 10, 15 feet wide.
Okay. I'm just trying to do something weird and wonderful here. So
Weird and wonderful works.
My idea is, can I set up my 4 immovable rods in the doorway, pointing sort of chest height and hip height towards the oncoming goblins, and then cast polymorph on the one furthest away to something that will fill up and scare them towards me.
I would say that to set up all of your immovable rods would take at least an action
Okay.
to do all of that. To then cast a spell as well. No, you can't cast that because that's another action spell.
Okay, so what I shall do then is I shall cast Blink.
Okay. You disappear from in front of everyone. Okay.
It's exactly like our dream. He just disappeared.
The
Can I check if there's any holes?
the hobgoblin that he'd been at the very end of the line kind of reaches around with his bow, fires an arrow, just as Kullig vanishes, and it skates off the wall and disappears into the distance. Mitch, you are somewhere in the middle of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna activate my rune of giant size.
Okay. I thought that was the belt.
Yeah, it's on the belt. That's correct.
Yeah, so you give it a good rub.
Yeah.
You are now enormous in the middle of in the middle of the room.
Is the cavern tall enough for him?
You do hit your head on the roof.
Sorry.
Ow!
A couple of bits of rocks fall down. Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from hitting the roof.
Okay. Ow.
You look out. You look out into the corridor, and all four of the hobgoblins, seem to take a step back for a moment. One of them kind of lowers his weapons, but the rest of them kind of tighten their grip and aim them towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to try?
Yeah, I'm going to attack.
Okay. Your feet stomp across the floor as you come forward.
Right. Use my scimitar.
Okay. You take out your giant scimitar and you take a swing.
And that's 11 plus 5, 16, sorry.
The space in which the hobgoblins are currently occupying and the size of your weapon make it quite awkward to wield, and you kind of jam it into the floor between them as you're trying to poke and slash at the same time.
Yeah.
You got another attack?
No, I'm going to leave it there.
Okay, fair enough. With that, one of the hobgoblins next to you is going to draw his sword. What's your armor class?
20.
Yeah, and he kind of draws his sword, and as he draws it, it pings off your leg armor, and he kind of just has to catch himself and hold it with two hands. As you his compatriot on the opposite side of you, he swings his sword. That's not going to hit either. He's already got his ready, so he's got two hands. He's going to charge forward. He slashes down towards your knee, up towards your knee, and he bounces off your armor, and he takes a step back. Third one. She kind of leans back, draws the bowstring back, and kind of fires it up towards your head. But it pings off the front of your armor and embeds itself in the ceiling. Naren. Mitch is now large and kind of in the doorway. You can sort of just about see past him. Any attacks you make have half cover.
Ooh, I mean I'm safer.
It means they're harder to hit.
Can I stand between his legs?
You move over, and the movement to be able to stand.
I don't like the look on his face, isn't it?
You get to about 15 feet behind him, and you can aim between his legs. You can see a couple of hobgoblins perfectly well between his legs.
I should try and shoot whichever hobgoblin is in front of me.
Okay. Make your attack.
$20.
20 hits.
$4.
Okay. Your shot flies between Mitch's legs and catches the same one that you'd already hit. Catches him in the side of the neck, and he grabs up, starts holding onto his neck as he drops to his knees. His bow and arrow dropping to the floor as he kind of collapses onto his knees and just sits there as blood drips from his neck. Kullig. Oh no, you've got another attack.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you fire your second shot. Your excitement about hitting with the first one, and it just pings off Mitch's leg armor as you try and hit the next one. You just moved out of the way, and it pings off into the distance. Kullig, you are currently absent from the plane.
Okay. As I come back, is there a spot where I can get several of them in a line again?
Yeah, it's a little bit further down the corridor, where you can reappear. It's maybe 15 feet down the corridor a little bit, and you can get them all in a line, just about.
So, can I reappear there and cast Aganazar's Scorcher again?
Yep, you cast your line of fire. What was it? 16 save.
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to get the first two. Roll for damage.
30.
30.
Yes.
Okay, so the first two you managed to hit them, but the last one, the one furthest away, he somehow manages to duck down behind Mitch's foot, and the fire just misses him completely. Well, he rolled a natural 20. He takes no damage.
Mhm. How many are left?
1.
One. Okay. Well, let's see if I disappear again at the end of my turn.
Okay. You blink
No,
out
I
again.
only rolled a 10.
No. Okay. That's fair. And the hobgoblin at the opposite end, beside Mitch's feet, kind of gets back to his feet, knocks an arrow, and fires it just as the spot that he thinks you're going to be reappearing in when you vanish. He fires it in that spot, but you stay where you were, and it's already in flight by the time he realizes, and it pings off the wall. Mitch, there is a hobgoblin beside your foot.
Squish.
Well, in that case, I'm going to do an unarmed strike by kicking it.
Okay, give him a good swift kick. Roll for your attack.
That would be 14.
14. It's really tight in this tunnel now. You're finding it hard to lift your foot high enough to kick him. Kind of just nudge him with your foot, and he shuffles back maybe 5 feet. Doesn't appear to have taken any damage.
Yeah.
You want to try again?
Try a bit of pokey with the scimitar.
Okay. You adjust your scimitar and you pokey at him.
19 plus 5 makes it 24.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. First things first. In giant size, I get an extra 1d6. So 2d6 plus 2. And that would be 8 damage.
Yeah, he kind of grabs at the blade with his hands and he kind of fight it off. But you get him in the ribs. He's in pain. He doesn't look particularly happy. And his eyes kind of glance into the cavern at this point as you're pushing him back with his sword. Naren.
Can I see any of them at the minute?
Make a perception check.
4.
No, you can't see anything in front of you. You don't really hear any movement behind you either.
Can I hold my action in case Mitch decides to move out my way?
Yeah. You're gonna load your.
I'll load my rifle though.
Okay.
Pistol.
You get your pistol ready. Line up your shot. And you're waiting for Mitch to move, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, goblin. Yeah, goblin.
Okay. Kulig.
Seeing as though I know where this one is, I am going to cast Magic Missile as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
I'm trying to kill him.
What's the save?
There is no save. It automatically hits. It's Magic Missile.
Okay.
So that is 64 plus 6.
Our DM sounds so happy with that.
I just thought there was a save.
Oh, no save, not this one. He's counting.
Yep.
28 damage.
Yeah, your missile just takes the goblin off the end of the pointy scimitar and just disappears him down the thing.
You know, just one at a time.
I need you to make a perception check, Kulig.
6.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be the last one.
Last goblin.
Okay. And then I roll to see if I disappear at the end of my turn. Yes.
Yeah.
And I do.
Okay. Mitch, make a perception check.
Okay. 5.
Yeah, it appears to be the last one. Are you shrinking back
a
to
little
normal
bit
size?
sleepy.
Yes, I will shrink back.
You shrink back to normal size. You all turn around and look at the empty cavern. Fire still glowing in the corner.
Yes.
Is anyone missing when they're...
Do you think they had any booze on them?
Make an investigation check.
Can I loot the bodies as well?
What do you want?
I skinned a goblin, didn't I?
17.
I got 23 on my investigation.
Show off.
What are you looking for, colleague?
I'm just looting the bodies.
Okay. Yeah, you find 10, 15 pieces of gold between them all. Quite a lot of their equipment's melted. The gold is melted too, so you're finding like lumps of hot gold. There's maybe 1 or 2 serviceable weapons left.
Hey,
A couple of
Daddy.
long bows, a couple of long swords.
I'm still my love.
But other than that, it's pretty much a lot of mess, melted materials, and
I'll add the bows and the swords to our box of holding.
yeah. Mitch, you pretty similar. You do find a vial hidden away inside the cloak of one hobgoblin. Upon closer inspection, it looks to be more like a potion of some kind than a drinkable drink.
Well, add it to the bag of holding with everything else.
So you hand it over. As he hands this over, you colleague get the sense that there is some kind of magic just before your detect magic spell fades.
Okay, so that's an unidentified magical potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not one
Well,
you've
it's
seen
not
before.
beer. I know that much.
The golden lumps that I found, is the gold still malleable?
You mean could you make gold out of it?
No. I want to just play with it and sculpt it into something for a bit.
No, it is a lump of rapidly cooling metal. Once the spell fades, the body.
By magic missile again. I want to play with the gold.
No, it would have been Canicel's Scorcher that did it, not magic missile. Magic missile does not create heat; it creates force.
But I could play with it anyway and try and melt it later.
The golden lumps will go into the box for you to play with later.
I could make gold marbles. Or gold shards for my rifle.
As you Naren, what are you doing while they're investigating these bodies? You going back to your coffee?
Thinking about what I could do with a lump of gold.
Okay. You all head, after you've searched the bodies and all the rest of it, you all head back towards your makeshift camp and see your beds and empty spaces on the opposite side.
So the others have all disappeared.
The others have all apparently disappeared.
Well, maybe they woke up and didn't see us, so then wandered off somewhere.
Is there any other?
How could they
exit?
not see me?
That's true.
Is there any
It's
other
very
exit from
dark.
the cavern?
Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you look around and you see there are holes big enough for people to pass through in the back of the cavern.
Do any of them seem to have been passed through recently?
Make an investigation check.
Do you want some help looking?
25.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, it does take you a while, but you
Oh,
do
my.
find one or two that look like they have had. You find scraps of fabric on the floor just inside them, as if something's been dragged through.
They have been taken forcibly.
Should we go after them?
Neren's first.
Can you see anything down the tunnels?
Can I see anything down the tunnel?
You look down and you can see darkness at the very end, as if there's something blocking it.
No.
How big is the tunnel? Is it like big enough that I could walk down it, or do I have to crawl?
Oh, me. Yeah, you'd have to. Whatever has been taken down these tunnels has been dragged.
Can I
so
send
it-
her out to investigate?
Yeah. You load Grout up. Put him in.
With a magic glowing rock, so we can see what he's doing.
He takes his little rock. He walks down. Gets maybe 15, 20 feet, maybe. Turns around and comes back.
Did he see anything interesting?
There was something blocking the passage. It looked to be something soft.
I don't know if I've got anything he can carry. He's only little.
I have a small knife.
Kuluk suggests sending Grout back in with a knife to prod this soft thing that's blocking the path.
Yeah. Give him the knife. He goes back in. Goes back down. Make an attack roll.
Do I need to add anything for Grout?
Just add strength.
Strength modifier. What if it's a minus?
Then take it off.
Take it off.
14.
Pokes at it. He hears a soft moan and groan, and then turns around and comes back.
Should we try shouting down and see who it is? We'll see a person making noise. I'm about 20 foot away.
Can do if you want.
Hello.
You don't hear anything coming from the tunnel, but what you do hear is a chattering coming from above you.
I was working something up.
Can we identify where this chattering comes from?
You can look up. Make a perception check.
It's the rock squirrels.
10.
You see,
right?
You look up and you can see a little bit of movement coming out of one of the tunnel things above your head.
21.
21.
It's spiders.
Yeah, you look up and you can see long, spindly legs coming out of another hole above you.
Don't like spiders. Me.
Neren, what's your armor class?
Not enough. 15.
It's enough. You glance. You you look up and you see these creatures just as a fire of webbing comes down and kind of hits the floor, and you kind of take a step back and it hits the floor where you were standing.
I don't think this
Roll
is a
for
safe
initiative.
place to stop and sleep.
Is that roll for initiative again?
Yeah, it was a roll for initiative again.
Yep.
11.
16.
$19.
Sound like you're reading out lottery balls then. I don't know why, that just made me think of that.
Who did?
What did
Me
you
did.
get, Naren?
Yeah. Just the tone of your voice.
Naren, what did you get?
11.
Okay. Mitch. The spider's just coming out of the hole above, firing webbing down.
Hmm. Okay. We could cut the webbing.
It's not hitting anyone, it's just kind of in a splat on the floor.
And if we cut the webbing, they'll just descend anyway. So, better to let them come down the webbing. That way we know where they're going to be.
And you don't know what the webbing's attached to at the other end.
That's true.
I know the DM, it's probably a really, really big spider with lots of little ones that are coming down at the minute. That's what James would do anyway.
I suggest we go down the tunnel that Grit was in. That way, it's a small opening for the spiders to attack.
Alright, so who's going to be the last one in?
If we do that, we will be falling into it and we won't be able to be effective at fighting.
Yes, but you can produce fire, and spiders don't like fire.
Only like twice more.
Might be enough. Then we'll just have to get really, really close and swap places so we can try different attacks.
You can crawl into one of the holes if you want.
It's up to you, Mitch. You're going first.
Go into one of the holes where the cloth
wait.
was found, where somebody dragged something.
Are you going in
The one
backwards?
the group went in.
Are you going in backwards? Feet first?
No,
or
I'm
head
not
first?
going in backwards.
You're going
Head
in head
first.
first. Okay.
Yes.
So you crawl into this opening. You get about 15, 20 feet in before you find something soft and slightly moving in front of you.
Punch it.
Make an attack roll.
I don't think I'm going to go in the tunnel. Not yet.
That would be 13.
You hear a soft grunt, but other than that, nothing happens. The space you're in is maybe 3 feet around, so you're quite compacted in. There is not a huge amount of room for you to move in, especially not in your armor. In fact, moving through, it was wider at the beginning. Moving through forward now, if the path were clear, you'd be traveling at half speed.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, Kulig, you are now in the main room that you were staying in, with Niren standing there and two, from what you can tell at the moment, two spiders descending from above you.
Okay, how close are the spiders to each other?
They're not in a line. There's maybe 5-10 feet between them. Distance.
Is it 5 or 10 feet?
It's hard to judge from where you've seen the movement. It's somewhere. It's probably maybe about 7 feet.
Okay. So can I use my bonus action to start up my blade song?
Yeah.
And I'm going to grab one of my flasks of oil and spread the oil on the floor where the spiders will be coming down onto.
Okay. Yeah, you just put it on the floor. Spread it out.
And then I will step 5 feet back.
Okay. Step 5 feet away. As you step back, nope. Just as you're stepping back, another spout of webbing comes down from above and lands on the floor, kind of going into your oily mess and to where you are standing as you step back.
Okay. Yes, that's my turn over.
Naren.
I'll try shooting one of the spiders, I think.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Uh, 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Woohoo! Seven.
Okay, yeah, you fire up. Excuse me. And slimy, whitish substance drips down
From the spider.
from the spider as you've shot it. You've got another attack.
Is it still alive?
Yeah. It's
Alright,
kind of
I'll
angry
shoot
now.
this- yeah. I shoot the same spider. 18.
18 hits.
Eight.
Excuse me. Yeah, your shot goes up. Another hole in the spider appears. More white, creamy stuff dribbles down and kind of sticks to the wall as it comes down and then sticks to the floor.
Does Grout still have his knife?
Yeah. Grout is currently standing just beneath the entrance to the hole that Mitch crawled into. Mitch kind of moved him out of the way as he went in.
I probably should roll initiative for him if I want to use him. Or not.
No, yeah, roll initiative for him.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Bastard Grout. Sorry.
Okay. So is that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, the spider you've been shooting at looks over towards you. What did you say your armor class was?
15.
15.
16.
15.
15. Yeah, and you get hit by this webbing shot that comes down.
Oh, sticky stuff, sticky stuff.
Okay. That is it. That ends his turn. The one
do anything? The webbing?
No, it just makes you restrained. You just can't move. You can still attack, but you can't move.
Okay.
From behind you, you feel something touch on the ground, and then a pair of pincers sink into the side of your neck, Nirin. And I need you to take. Uh-oh. Oh,
That sounds really good.
5 points. Wait. I need you to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Are you sure this time?
Yeah, 11 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$14.
And take 4 points of poison damage. It is now Grout's turn. What's his movement?
20 feet.
He could probably just about get to the spider behind you.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no other spiders on the ground.
What's the damage from the knife he's got? I don't know, man.
It's not a combat knife. It's a small knife.
Okay.
It's
I would say it would probably do 1 point of damage.
All right. Grout was deciding not to use the knife. He has Force Strike.
Okay. What's the save?
There isn't one.
Is it an attack?
Yep. 18 plus 5 is 23.
Yeah, that hits.
So it's 1d4 plus 3 damage. It doesn't have to be that close either. It's a range of 30 foot.
Okay. Is it any target within that range?
One target in sight.
Okay. So he picks the spider.
5.
Okay.
Helps when I read my character sheet.
Useful. Okay. Mitch, you are currently inside this tunnel. Soft thing in front of you. You can hear cries and calls from behind you as your fellow gnomes
back out of the tunnel.
I don't know.
You back out. Okay. You back out. You come out. Make a dexterity saving throw.
This is. James has just reminded me. Where is my wolf? But I'm thinking because we went backwards in time for this
You don't have
one.
it yet.
I don't have it. That's fine. I didn't think so. I'm still thinking about the wolf. It might be in pieces.
11.
As you come out, you put your foot down and you find sticky webbing stuff. You could probably get out of it as a bonus action. But your movement, at least for the next turn, half a turn, is reduced to at least half while you extract yourself.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Let's do that then.
What are you doing? It's taken all of your move. It's taken all of your movement to get out of the tunnel, and you're now standing in some
Right.
kind
So
of sticky spider stuff. Bonus action to free yourself.
yeah.
Okay. So you kind of use your bonus action to free your leg. And now what?
I need some more spider.
Well, that's me done.
No actions?
I need some more.
Mm.
I got the last one.
Well, unless I can attack a spot.
I mean, there's not one.
Spider.
There's not one close enough for you. I mean, you could probably throw a weapon at it, but there's not one close enough for you to hit it with a melee strike.
No, we'll just wait then.
Okay. Kulig.
So none of them have descended into my oil patch.
No. Mitch is sort of standing at the very edge of it, on the opposite side.
Okay, so can I use my green flame blade cantrip to hit the spider that's attacking Naren?
Yeah. Is there a save on it?
No, it just adds extra fire damage to my melee attack.
Oh, okay.
So it's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
So I do my normal damage plus 1d8 of fire damage. Which is 5 slashing damage and 7 fire damage.
So that's 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the spider's kind of limping and leaking around everywhere, but it's still up and about on its feet.
It was already leaking.
I made it even more.
Okay, so the one above. Mitch, what's your armor class?
20.
Okay. Just as you manage to free yourself from the stuff beneath your feet, a spray of webbing comes down and kind of sticks to the wall behind you. Naren,
Well, that's
You
just
are-
plain rude.
you are currently restrained. The spider behind you is looking in fairly bad shape.
But if it's behind me, can I actually fire at it?
You can tell. You're not restrained.
I thought I was restrained.
She's restrained.
You are restrained. Can you turn around? I don't know if you can turn around.
That's what I asked.
You'd have to use your action to turn around.
But then I couldn't fire. Is there one within my eyesight?
Yeah, there's 2 above you.
And I try
One
and shoot
which
one of them.
One of which you've shot already.
I'll try and shoot that one then.
Make your attack.
D20.
Okay. 6.
No, you've being covered in this sticky, spidery, webby stuff is making your movements kind of slow and sluggish. And as you pull your pistol up, you're not quite in line yet. You
22?
miss. 22 hits.
Uh, 5 damage.
Okay. Shit. See? 5 damage. Awesome. His compatriot. Kulig, what's your armor class?
With my blade song going, it's 20.
Yeah, so the spider just off to the right of that one fires its webbing down, and your blade song just kind of cuts the webbing from the air as it comes down towards you. Right. The one behind you, Naren, is going to try and attack you again with his pincers and just kind of misses. Kind of stumbling around. He's not feeling particularly well. Grout.
Is the stumbly spider that's behind me still within Grout's line of
Yep.
sight?
Yep.
Which is behind
It's quite large. It's quite large. So.
We'll attack him again.
Okay.
20. Dirty.
Yeah, that hits.
4.
Okay.
The top number we take, isn't it? Yes.
So Grout's blast of force energy kind of hits him again and skits him off a little bit, and he regains his feet. Mitch.
Yeah. Right. Move and attack to the nearest spider.
Okay, that's the one behind Naren. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. That would be 9.
Yeah, walking across the oily path in front of you, you don't quite make it in time. You don't quite make it far enough. It's about 20 feet away ish, but you've got to cross this path of oil, which reduces your speed down. You're
Okay.
kind of sort of standing in the middle of it right now. Kullig.
Okay. Do I have anything that's going to be useful?
Your brain. Lots and lots of good ideas.
No, not really. So, what I shall do is I shall attack the one that's attacking Naren twice.
Okay, make your first attack roll.
That's not very good. First attack roll is 12.
12 misses.
Oh, the orange one.
Second attack roll is 18.
18 hits.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay. This spider's now struggling to get to his feet again after your most recent attack.
I don't think I can do anything else because all of these are actions to do.
As you prepare to make another attack again, even though you can't. His legs go wide and he kind of slumps onto the floor. But the spider from above, Naren, though, drops down, kind of half landing in your oily stuff and on the floor. And Mitch is going to take a bite at you, but his fangs kind of hit the back of your armor as he goes. Naren, there's the spider on the floor in front of you, and there's one above you. The one in front of you on the floor is about 10 feet away.
I'm going to shoot the one above me.
Okay.
Maybe I won't.
What did you roll?
8.
Yeah, no, you hear the thud of the body behind you, and a wave of relief washes over you. You shoot up another shot at the one above, and it pings off the rock.
Second shot, 15.
15 hits.
Ooh. Five damage.
Excuse me. Okay. Looks down at you. And it fires another load of webbing towards you. And it just misses and just goes on the floor. Drought.
So what's around us? The spider he's been attacking.
There's a spider just behind Grout on the floor, right next to Mitch.
How far up is the one above us?
It's about 20 feet above you.
So we should be able to get that one. I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
Four.
Excuse me.
Do you think the one above us is annoyed enough to come down yet?
I think it might be. Mitch, there's a spider attacking you from behind. You are not restrained. You can't move. Your footing is a little bit precarious due to the oily substance under your feet.
Turn around and twat it one.
Okay, you turn around, hold tight onto the haft of your axe.
Come on, computer, that's it. Plus 5. That's 15 plus 5 is 20.
That hits.
They go after.
Okay. And that's 8 damage.
As you swing your sword across the spider's head, or you swing your axe at the spider's head, kind of cleaves off and separates down. White, sticky substance drips off the blade of your axe as the spider drops to the floor. Okay. You have another attack, but the other spider is above you.
In that case, put my scimitar back in its sheath and pull out my light crossbow.
Yeah, there's another spider above you. You got one more attack.
Switch to my light crossbow.
Okay. Put your axe down, take out your crossbow, aim it up. Make your attack.
Okay. That's 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay. That's the one I want. Well, that's crap. 5 damage.
Did damage? Colleague. There's just one above you.
Seeing as though my original plan doesn't seem to be working, let's go with a mind spike on the spider.
What's the save?
Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
17.
So they take half the damage.
Okay.
So 19 damage, so they would take 9.
Okay. The spider head shakes as it drops down and lands about 10 feet in front of you, Kullig. Mitch is about 10 feet behind you. Naren,
What? I'm awake.
it's your shot. Oh, it's your go. There's a
Ooh.
spider. It's about 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
You're currently still restrained.
Well, let's give it a go and see if I can shoot him. Nope, not that turn. Natural 20, second one.
Roll for your attack. Roll for your damage. Sorry.
4.
Because you've got a critical.
Oh, yeah, 8.
Plus, do you have any modifiers on it?
I don't know. No, I
Yeah,
don't think
shit.
so.
Doesn't matter. As you pull the trigger, the first shot kind of skims off the stonework behind it. As you pull the trigger the second time, you watch as the spider just explodes into a sticky white mess of spider. As it just goes, it goes
If
everywhere.
I could jump or move, I would be very happy and jumping for joy.
What is your passive perception, everyone?
Mine, 12.
Mine is 12 as well.
Mitch?
Passive perception.
Grouts is 14.
12.
Okay. You all hear movement coming through the entranceway behind you. But too late. Darkness fills the room. Each of you feel something pressing on your head. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Dirty 20.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Oh, I've got an advantage on that then.
So did I. That was quite good. 18.
16.
Okay. You all notice as several creatures step into the room, the pressure in your head getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Darkness engulfs all of you, but you've all got the wherewithal to see that there are several different wizards or magic users casting mind spells towards you as darkness and sleep engulfs you all. And there, I think we will call it.
That was fun.
We're all gonna die.
And
We
so
might not.
what we'll do is we'll hopefully next month everyone will be back and we can all get together and have. Yes.
Yeah, May hasn't been fantastic for roleplay sessions, is it?
To be fair, it's not your fault.
No.
Emergencies happened. Stuff happened. So what we'll do is we will try again in June. See what happens. I've got a different group next week. And then I've got a one shot.
You're doing that.
But if we try for a similar week in June, aim for the third week in June or something.
Sounds good.
Let's see how it goes.
When did you want to do James's campaign then?
Can we do it the week before?
So that would be the 13th.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say good night. Thank you for whoever watched, if anyone watched. And we will hopefully see you all next week. Mr. Twitch man, if you don't mind shutting the stream down.